Hello and welcome to the Endtimes CCG. And today I want to give you a quick update on where I am right now and what I'm doing. And this is maybe a longer video. It's just a video about what I'm thinking, where I'm going, where I failed, and what was very successful. And yeah, I watched this week the movie Faculty by Robert Rodriguez, and we will come back to this because the Endtimes TCG, this is what I realized, is about the Endtimes. It's about nuclear weapons. It's about evil. It's about the Tree of Life, and I don't know, maybe I can do this a bit better. And what I was thinking was there must be something underneath the game, and I realized I was a bit sad because I'm not Magic the Gathering. I'm not high fantasy and different worlds, and that's good. But it took me a while to realize that. And then it took me also a while to realize that the game I wanted to create kinda already existed in some way. Like I wanted to make Aliens versus Predator and Blade versus something. I thought it didn't exist. But it does. And it's called Versus 2 PCG. And in Versus 2 PCG, you can play aliens versus soldiers and aliens versus predators and soldiers versus predators, and you can play Buffy and all these things, and the X-Files are in here, and it's very cool. And some of the art is amazing. I don't know if the game is amazing. I think the game is decent. I love that it's a living card game, that you can buy a set, and that you can play with like $20, get you the whole set, and then you can build your deck from that. And there's so many decks, and they make so much cool stuff. But some of the cards has also very lackluster artwork. Well, let me show you a second. This is not Versus 2 PCG. This is the original Versus, and I have to say, the original Versus was kind of cool. And I found out that it was made by that these guys are game designers. I somewhere wrote it down, but they made Hearthstone and World of Warcraft, the World of Warcraft TCG. And let me show you. I got a pack of this, and this Spider-Man is just freaking amazing. Like, I love this. Look at this. It's a beautiful card. You want to play this. And this is decent. And then there are some cards. This card looks really great, but some of the artwork in here and some of the artwork in the Versus, this is okay. But some of the artwork is really shitty. And I ask myself, like, how can you have... Well, this is okay. This is a taste thing. This looks really good. But, yeah, some of it... I don't know, somewhere is a rhino and it looks awful. Why can I... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh. Let's show you the rhino. It's really, really, really bad. Like, this looks cool. You want to play this card. But then... What the fuck is this shit? I mean, you realize that Rhino is a really cool card. And I know this is Rob Haynes, and it's stylized, but what the fuck? Look at this vulture. Looks amazing. How can you make lackluster artwork. This is why your TCG fails. And this is what I was thinking and watching. I also looked at other trading card games, and most of the trading card games, sorry, I don't want to sound arrogant, but this is the motherfucking truth, sorry. Most of the TCGs that failed and came before and tried to imitate Magic the Gathering, most are just trash. Most are not good. They don't have good art. They don't have good mechanics. They don't have nothing. Like, sure, they put in a lot of cool artwork, and they try to make new mechanics and well-intentioned, but it didn't like. And it's not about innovation. It's just you had a good idea, you tried, and it's really hard. Like I'm coming to the same conclusion that you try to create something great. Like I try here with my comic page that I turned out, I drew yesterday, and you try really hard to make good art. And this is like good art. Here I rushed a bit because I wanted to finish it in a day, and I just wanted to finish this page, and it's kinda okay. And Ken Wilber didn't turn out really good. The fist didn't turn out good, but here it turned out good. Like you see, these inconsistencies, with time and love and care, you create good stuff. And I'm pretty happy that I did this page, but it takes time and it takes love and it takes everything you have. And most people don't put that in their trading card game. And I also, and I also looked a bit at I returned back to Magic the Gathering. I got myself a cool commander deck from 2013, and look at this. Great artwork, cool flavor, 4 mana, 5/5 beast, can't be countered, something else, but it's cool. And it's a pre-made commander, and it's cool. I will have my fun. I'm getting back to Magic the Gathering, and I love this flavor. And man, the Ravenous Ballad, like cool stuff here. And then I saw some of the newer cards. Where is the newer card? Let me see. Let me find one. I have some issues with the newer. I'm sorry. I have some issues with the newer card design from Wizards. Let me see, where is it? When you search one, you can't find one. Okay. But there must be one, I'm pretty sure. And I will come to the point, because I will tell you what I'm realizing and what I will come to. Okay. Then when you need it, you don't find it. Okay. A newer card. Let's see. And it's important, because I think that sometimes, like, you have to realize, like, Magic the Gathering took a while to get there. Let's see. This is what I think. I think this card frame is awesome, and I think this newer card frame just fucking sucks. Like, something's missing here. There's missing some boldness. Like, okay, now you can say, oh, this card design in my eyes is better. Even if this is much clearer, but I think we lost some of the spirit here. And we will come back to spirit, because that's really important. And I was thinking, okay, what is my game about? What is my game like? And after I found out that not this versus, but the new versus 2 PCG was out, I thought, okay, I don't have a point. Like, the game I want to do already exists. Everything I do is just a knockoff. But then I was watching this movie called The Faculty by let's see, I got a call. Okay, flight modus. I watched a movie and it's called Faculty by Robert Rodriguez, and it's common folks, teenagers against an alien invasion. And this is already page 4, page 5. Let me show you. And after that we will come to Pokemon, because yesterday I played my first game of Pokemon. And then we will come to why I like Metasu, or I give it right away. I love Metasu because I love that they mixed magic and they mixed Pokemon, but made something new. It's in my eyes, it's something new and original and fresh. And also what matters, it's who made it and why they made it. And they made it because like they wanted to bring something fresh to the table. And also I watched an interview with a guy who made it, and I loved that guy. That's also why I love the guys from Flesh and Blood, because they want people to play again in Flesh and Blood face to face. The digital age is cool, I love it. It brings us these wonders, but playing in community and having fun together is an important part of what we humans are. And this is also where this where this game is going. Okay, so I was thinking, there's Ash versus Evil Dead. I'm not Magic the Gathering. I'm not these creatures. I'm not this universe. I'm this universe. And I've seen there's a lot of TCGs. And what does this bring to the table that's fresh and new? I think it's cool to have a game where common people who kick ass versus world-ending evils. Maybe it's the corona situation, and probably it is, because like the world is going down, everything is going to shit, and you don't know how to manage that. But if you are a barbarian or a dwarf from another world, another dimension, who travels through time, if you're a time cop, if you're a Highlander, if you're James Woods in Vampire, this guy, he is afraid, but he also knows he needs to kick ass because nobody else will kick ass for him. And I like that attitude. Or Ash versus Evil Dead. And can I have also wizards and dragons in this game? Sure I can, but different than in Magic the Gathering, because this would be game finishers. And then I was thinking or watching a lot of stuff about nuclear war in 1945, government, war room, aliens from Mars, dimensions, atomic super weapons, secret islands, Foo Fighters, Axis secret weapon, Colorado, aliens, Galactic Federation. And you might think that this doesn't make sense, but it somehow does in this context. And we will come, this is already page 6 from the, wait a second. And I was thinking, how can I make a deck or create a deck where you can have, this was the first page, where you can have From Dusk Till Dawn, Aztec vampires versus scumbags, and you have a couple of vampires, maybe some vampires you can summon unlimited or tokens, then you have a couple of hard hitters. Let's see, Sam Hayek is maybe a rare queen, and then you have some henchmen, and on the underside you have also, but this is a cool game where it's really dark and gritty. I know you always say Path of Exile and Flesh and Blood, but it's not dark and gritty enough for me. And it's not that I own dark and gritty, but I kind of do. I've seen a lot of shit in this life, and I know I can draw it, and I know I can do it. And then I was thinking, Do I have lands? Do I not have lands? Do I have spells? Do I have artifacts? Then I have the faculty, teenagers versus aliens, or alien teachers. What lands do I need? What spells do I need? Of course, this kinda exists in the Versus 2 PCG, but I don't. It's a really great game. I love also the mechanics, but this would be different. This would all fit together. This is like Magic the Gathering has created a universe that fits together. This would also fit together, and I would make these characters my own. Like Blade would be maybe a black guy called Wesley, and maybe he's an ex-cop or ex-marine. Like, I have to reinvent a couple of the bios and do something else. And then I was thinking, what about, how can I fit now Diablo 1 into this? And the warrior, the rogue, and the wizard versus like this, and could musicians or touring artists fight against demons and monsters? And now maybe if someone's watching it, like, you could think, oh, it's all too much, but this is where I'm going. Like, I'm going into the direction of reality, but also reality bending, time travel, nuclear things, AI, different times, wizards, dragons. But I will show you in a second how this all will fit together. Because then I was like, if I have the faculty, like, how can I make this happen? Like, how do I make it? And then I came to the conclusion, if I create something like this and I make a deck, a starter deck, how can they battle other starter decks? And then I could compare the power level. But then I realized, wait a second, if I have high school teenagers, they sure could battle teachers that are turning into aliens, but they could also fight werewolves or vampires or evil wizards or evil diablos or something like this. Like, it could fit. And then I was thinking about, okay, what if I have, let's say, these characters, and it's important also the themes of the movie, and this is also some of the themes of the game I want to promote, because it's like normal, ordinary people versus world-ending things. And the themes in this movie were collectivism, no fear, no thought, versus individuality and self-authority. And here we have it again, like, only through conformity amongst the masses can the unified state offer the benefits of power, order, and security. Some of this is definitely true, but if you bend it too far, like everything, if you drink too much water, it can't be healthy. If you eat too much sugar, it can't be healthy. If you eat too spicy, it can't be healthy. Like, if you play too many TCGs and waste your whole money on that, it can't be healthy. You see, like, everything has to be balanced. And then a second thought arises that I already had. And it also comes a bit from Pokemon, but not from Pokemon. I was thinking about, this is like Casey. He doesn't seem like he's the hero of the movie, but then in the end he becomes, and he's the nerd kid. He has a camera. It's practically Peter Parker first stage. And I don't think a person should run unless he's being chased, and then the coach that turns into an alien, he's the first or second one who gets infected, chases him down. And I was thinking to myself, what if you could play every character you want? Like, you have the high school football guy, you have the hot principal, you have the math teacher, you have the beautiful bitch, there's everyone, or you have the country girl. And in the movie, she turns out to be the alien queen. Like, she transforms, like, she flips and then she becomes the alien queen. But what if you could develop this card, like you flip it or you put a card above this, like in Pokemon, and you could play the deck the way you want. Like you could make Mary Beth a witch, you could make Mary Beth a world-ending evil thing, you could make Mary Beth an alien queen, or you could make Zeke a hero or something like this. Like, these are the thoughts I'm having right now. Or Stokely is the nerd goth girl, and she could turn into vampire, she could turn into werewolf, she could turn into... And the question is then, do you flip it and you have different versions of the flip card? Like maybe she has, like in Diablo, 3 or 4 things she could be. Or do you put just a different card over her and then she evolves into a vampire, a witch, or something like that? And then you have different spells. You have witch spells, you have alien spells, you have thing. And this is right now coming all together. And yeah. Or you have the biology professor. And how does it work that you have a biology professor and at the same time... wait a second. How can it be that you have then barbarians and warriors from a different time? Or wait, this is a long video, nobody's watching, but well, how can it be that you have a time cop, a Highlander, a vampire hunter, Ash versus Evil Dead, wizard who can bring dragons, or a Conan? But I think I focused on making 1 or 2 decks, and then we will see how the power level fits and how the flavor and how things could get together organically. Maybe it's not matchable, but maybe it is. And also, this is the last point, then I will go. This is my conclusion to where it always comes down to. Like, you have Endtimes TCG, this is what it's maybe about. It's freedom and sovereignty versus control and conformism. It's like free, strong spirit. Like, you have, how can a team of teenagers win against a world-ending evil? And the question is, they're horny, they're in love, they want to live, they want to survive. And that's the spirit this game is about. It wants to infect you with the spirit that you can survive or thrive in hard situations. And mostly when something goes for control, conformism, like if something is really, really strong, there must be a downside. Like the aliens in this movie needs to be hydrated all the time. So what if you can give